First half, we'll get to the goals eventually, and a chance here for Rangers.
Yeah, I think that's a straightforward little head towards goal, and I think a great chance. Little lack of concentration there from Amoruso, but I think first half in general they didn't have a lot to cope with. You know, I think they were pretty satisfied the way everything went. There were good discipline. Everybody played the positions well. I think slightly they needed a little bit more imagination up front, I think, and mixing it around. But that's where I think they let themselves down. But second half, you know, these come out. This is a great,
superb finish, isn't it?
I mean, Reina a little bit asleep, but this is great vision. Sees the goalkeeper off the line, little flick with the outside of the left foot.
And what a finish there.
Jardel has been playing that position for the whole game on his shoulder. And, I mean, the ball goes out wide and Amoruso, but, you know, that's Rangers back in the game now. They get the goal, they get that little impetus. And for this strike, that was travelling that. And, you know, at 3-2, another 5 minutes, you know, who knows what could have happened. But they let themselves down for 15 minutes at the start of the second half, and they paid big time for it.
So it wasn't the greatest disaster ever. I mean, it wasn't a game when the Champions League draw was made that Rangers would have expected to come away with anything from.
No, I think if you take 20-25 minutes of the first half, I mean, Galatasaray seemed to have the majority of the play, but nothing that was really threatening. They had the 15 minutes, 20 minutes in the second half at the beginning where they absolutely destroyed Rangers. They went 3-0 up, and then they took the foot back off the pedal, possibly got in a little bit tired. But then Rangers, they came into the game, they were 3-0 down, there was no pressure on them then. They got themselves back into the game, they were more positive, they got at players, Chelsea's came on. First thing he did was take on a player, get into the box, and consequently they scored from that. And then they get the next goal, and they get the momentum going forward, which they needed to do.
Yeah, but they ran out of time. Martin Geisler is in Istanbul tonight, and he's talking to Giovanni van Bronckhorst.
First half, we tried to play football, but it just didn't happen, and but we don't give chances away the first half. And the second half, the first minute already, they had a chance, we didn't score, and I think we deserved to be 3-0 down. And then in the end, yeah, we came close to the 3-2, but it was too late.
Do you think the fact that Stefan Klos came with an injury, picked up another knock, do you think that had been in the game, which Stefan Klos might have got to the second goal?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how he felt, but yeah, it was quite a, how do you say that, quite easy goal. I mean, the ball wasn't hard, but got a real swung on it. But yeah, it was too bad for the team.
Do you think this is a team you can beat at Ibrox? They seem to do better at home than they are away.
Well, we have, I mean, we lost today 3-2, and yeah, we want to beat them in 3 weeks, and because we now have 2 home games, and we should finish it in Ibrox.
Yeah, he's still optimistic, and that's 3 goals in 3 games for Giovanni van Bronckhorst. Now, the other Group D match played tonight was in Monte Carlo. I can tell you the final result there was Monaco 5, Sturm Graz 0, a hat-trick for Marco Simone. 3 games down, 3 to go, and that's what tonight's scores mean for the Group D table at the halfway stage. Rangers and Galatasaray both with 6 points, but Rangers with the better goal difference. Monaco and Sturm Graz both have a win apiece. So, at this stage, Mark, despite the defeat tonight, Rangers fans should be quite happy.
I think halfway through this stage, you would say, give you that, we'll be top of the table sort of thing. You'd say, yes, so we'll take that, whatever. You know, Galatasaray being the favourites. You would take it. I think the performances that are put in so far, apart from tonight, for about 40 minutes, I would warrant that position. But I think all in all, they deserve to be there.
And that's 2 3-2 victories at home for Galatasaray so far. And yet last week they proved they didn't travel well. They went to Austria, got a good old thrashing 3-0 over there. How do you think they'll react to a full house at Ibrox?
Well, you've just said it, they don't travel well, and hopefully they're not going to travel well. You're going to get similar sort of weather. You're going to get the Ibrox crowd behind them. It's going to be a great atmosphere, another great night, and hopefully we're going to see very much of the same again. Great goals and some good action. Yeah,
we'll take some of those goals again, Mark. Thanks very much indeed. That is it from all of us in Glasgow and Istanbul this evening. 3 down, 3 to come, and we'll stay with Rangers all the way in this Champions League Group D campaign. Gabby Yorith and Barry Venison will have the best from tonight's game, plus Arsenal-Lazio in Group B at 11:30 tonight. And remember, Katrina Harvey will have a full roundup of all the British team's matches from this week on Champions League Extra on our digital channel, S2, tomorrow night at 7:30. Mark Haitley and I will be back with you for Extra Time on Saturday at 12:30 with all the weekend football news and interviews. Rangers lost 3-2 in Istanbul tonight. They were 3-0 down. They pulled back 2 late goals. From Mark and me, good night.
This program was sponsored